Mheshimiwa Rais William Ruto, jana niliona ukituchekelea unasema kuwa sisi tumeanza kutetemeka kwa sababu utatushinda kura. I say, boss, vitu kwa ground ni mbaya. Boss, Mr. President, let me tell you and give you simple advice. If you continue abducting our children, if you continue having unfair distribution of national resources to individuals and people, and you leave some of us out of it, we will not vote for you. Your Excellency, when you see a woman who is telling you that SHA and SHIF and SHA are not working, then you abduct her, you arrest her because you want to discipline her. It means you've lost legitimacy. Your Excellency, where we come from, the Gusii community believes in excellence. The Gusii community has produced the best lawyers like Okongo Mogeni, the best judges like Judge Maraga. We have produced our good professors and doctors, and we expect excellence from you. We don't expect mediocrity. And that is why, Your Excellency, I want to tell you, we as a community, even when we are not tribal, where we believe in the country called Kenya, a country that believes in fairness, equity, and democracy, we now have a candidate, and his name is Fred Matiangi. Sasa Mheshimiwa Rais, sasa wewe jipange. Ujipange na sisi tutakupanga. Usema no. Teriboigo. Wataniuliza niongee vile nimesema. Sisi kama jamii ya Gusii tumeamua candidate yetu ya urais hapa nchini Kenya 2027 elections anaitwa Dr. Fred Matiangi Okengo. Na tena hatusongi nyuma. We will continue. We have decided that if you have a dysfunctional country, that institutions are not ready to share the cake equitably, then you must look for alternatives. How you will force those who are in power to share those resources with you equitably. And one of the approaches, we will set our own political party, we will go and negotiate. We know Fred Matiangi is going to win, but he cannot win alone. We are going to talk to everybody. We are going to talk to Kalonzo, we will talk to Gachagua, we will talk to Uhuru, we will even talk to Raila. We will tell them it is now our time, because where we are, this country requires to look for us also from the small clans. Even us who are without the numbers, we need to be given an opportunity to show what we can do. Usawa na mwakitua kwa nabo. Muanchera nile. Nyorokio kwa wako igangende. Mbia mono sana.
My people, Richard Momaima Onyonka, my one and only Gusii County Senator. Musikize na musikize vizuri. Yeah. Anatoka karibu na kwetu. Yeah, listen him up. Ndo mtajua that huku ndio kuna unshakable people. Alafu sasa kuna mtu bado mwenye atapinga that Gusii region has no unshakable leaders. Hey, nyinyi. Anyway, mmesikia vitu kwa ground ni different. Chena chire na vere ikabana ba minto bono ogochora no kuino.
Banasini. Wasema naomba mimi kwa na government. Ntogosuka atwezi. That's why the other day, or last week, actually I led a team. There are 9 members of parliament. Tukaenda tukakaa Mheshimiwa Daktari Fred Matiangi kwa sababu ilikuwa ni lazima tuongee naye. And I'm so happy that he was there. Yule senator wetu Okomo Mogeni alikuweko, and we sat for about 6 hours tukianza kutafakari, tukiangalia ni vipi tutasukuma ili gurudumu la kuunganisha watu wetu. It was not my turn. I want to give you a chance kwa sababu anaenda West Mugrango.
Ukija Gusii, jamii ya Msomali iko ni marafiki, ni watu ambao tunafanya biashara nao, ni watu ambao tuko nao kisiasa. Wao wamekuja wakaingia huko ODM. Wao ndio wamekuwa wakiniuliza, unataka Onyonka, mbona mnanyamaza namna hii? Simlete huyo Matiangi. Matiangi amewatumia salamu na yeye anataka kuwa president ya Kenya. Salimia yeye. Mnasalimia yeye. Mnasalimia yeye.
And allow me to say this, which may sound, I don't know how much I'm disclosing, but let me say it too. Even before getting to Raila, I am personally aware that he had this discussion with Matiangi. Yes, he had interested Matiangis. Come over, take charge of this country. It requires a caliber you're thinking in it.
For real?
And I sat in meetings with Matiangi and others to try and prepare for his presidency. So there are many people than one who have let us down because Matiangi didn't put his foot forward.
What did he say?
He may not have said what I may not want to say what he said, but he wasn't available eventually.
Matiangi was not available for presidency?
He wasn't.
So you are saying a president is made. You are saying you people you select, you choose carefully.
You may not do.
So does that mean that it will be even more doom for the president should Matiangi throw himself to the ring in 2027?
Well, yeah, Matiangi is making serious calculations. Matiangi, I think, knows there is a gap. There's some vacuum. There is a sizable population of people in this country who believe neither the current opposition as structured nor the leadership of the country. So they don't believe in the Ruto, Raila axis. They also don't see much hope coming from the Kalonzo, the so-called opposition. So there's this gap. And this would be where the Gen Zs would fall and Kenyans who still have hope that this country can be redeemed. I think that's the kind of gap Matiangi would want to fill. So but it's still true that if he stands, and this is being Kenya, many of the people who would have voted for Ruto from his home, that is in Gusii, will certainly vote for Matiangi. So that dwindles, that eats into Ruto's numbers. Yeah.
Clearly said that there, Prof.
Ruto must go. So must the entire system that creates such leaders. It must go. That is our generational call. We have the mental, the spiritual capacity to wash the entire system and give ourselves an overhaul, a new beginning with new leaders, not compromised. Are we ready for an independent state? Are we ready to create an independent nation with independent systems? People who can go and be the solutions they want to see in their country. Are we ready for that? That is the call. Do you think you are ready for that mental change? Are you ready to betray your feelings and attachment to politicians? Are we ready to use our common sense, 100% common sense? The truth is garbage in, garbage out. So we need to inject something good so that we can get something good out. That's our generational call.
Farah Maalim has been around this legislation in Parliament for the last 20 years. He's been with me. He's been a speaker. I mean, Joho has been one of the most senior politicians in Kenya. He's been a governor. All right, I may excuse Oscar Sudi because he hasn't been there long enough for this. Kamket has been there from the time I joined Parliament. So you are looking at old hands getting into the old habits, which are the habits where some people believe that whatever you say in our country and whoever you say it to, both ways, whether it's from us in the opposition and what we say about the people we disagree with, or whether it's those who are in government and how they talk about us, we are dealing with the symptoms of the problem of Kenya. We should be dealing with the disease of Kenya. I want Kamket to tell me, how can we stop cattle rustling in Samburu than those areas where he comes from, where he has the experience and he knows what we can do? That is what I expect him to tell me about. That is what I expect him to tell the president. I expect Joho to be telling the president about blue economy or its minerals and gold. He should be telling. I expected my minister Joho by now to have told us what the Kenyan mineral policy is, what the government intends to achieve in the next 1 or 2 years. And now what do you have? A minister of the government who takes a loudspeaker and he starts pontificating politics instead of talking about policy.
All right.
So we are mixed up. The only part I agree with KJ is that we are mixed up where leaders who are supposed to be the guardians and the mentors of the young generation so that they can see that the country has a problem, yes, but you handle it differently, that we have challenges and we need to talk about them. It is now declaration of war. So you have two groups of people, those who are fighting for their interests and whichever interests, and those who are fighting against those interests. And right now, the way it looks, the political class is fighting Kenyan people.
It is during Ruto's time, we have borrowed 7 trillion shillings. I wonder what you people think about. Can you please tell Musalia, who was my classmate, our country is in a mess. This country, look at these people. They have no food, they have no jobs. Young people are walking around as if they're losing their minds. And then you people are walking around and saying, they shifts, you shaft. Ambia Musalia, ambia William Ruto, hiyo shaft hatutaki. Hiyo kitu ni adani. Bwana Agoi, munauza airport ya Kakamega bwana. Munauza Nairobi. Munauza Kisumu. Mpaka poti ya Mombasa mnauza kuuza. Musalia hawezi kusema kitu.
Kenyans need to know the truth. I don't know what reputation you have to talk about Ruto really. And that's why really, talking about Ruto leading this country is disaster. I mean, given the kind of scandals that he has, given the kind of, all the theft that are in the public domain, does he have a reputation? I mean, you just have to look at the Muteshi land, Western Hotel, Kenya Pipeline land, Ngong Road, Tavita Critical's land, Rorkio Marer, where he talks about only 7 billion lost, Uhuru Gardens, which everybody knows, he was occupying it. I don't know what reputation you have to talk about Ruto really. In fact, I'm even wondering why I made this statement sometime early this morning and everybody was saying, is it true, is it true? I mean, is it beyond Ruto to do those kind of things, given what he has done in this country? But he was always blackmailing the president. He was controlling parliament through Duale, and of course, the speakers were on his side. The speakers were on his side. Am I lying? Those speakers are now in UDA. But bitterly so, because you know that he's not an honest person. It is about the character of the man we're dealing with. And surely, all these things that we talk about. In fact, the other day I was trying to count the number of scandals and improprieties that he was involved in. It was about 28, 29. I've just talked about 6. And Kenyans are tired.
I told her, can I give you a lift to town? She told me, no, auntie. I cannot be associated with members of parliament. Your generation, you have messed this country. We have to fix it. Gen Z. If we do not take Tuesday, Super Tuesday, as a wake-up call as a country, I don't know what else will take up as a wake-up call as a country. And I want to thank Honorable Rachel Nyamai, who actually said that one of the ladies that she's sponsoring her education, when she talked to her, the lady told her, I'm here doing TikTok. And we do not actually seem to understand how that relates to this tax. Now I'll tell how it relates to this tax. Mr. Speaker, if you are taxing digital content, Mr. Speaker, this girl has gone to town. I can tell you after this, Rachel Nyamai, myself and others will be on TikTok. The girls will be imitating us on TikTok. And they will be making money imitating us on TikTok. And then under this tax, we are telling them we are taxing you, TikTok. Why? They are doing that because there are no jobs. They have become innovative and look for their own jobs. And after they have got their own jobs, an industry that has not solidified, like teaching, like law, we want to kill that industry that is helping our young people. That is why the Gen Zs were on the streets. And Mr. Speaker, I'm so thrilled that I was shown a photo of a young girl who looks like me, and some people were saying, Millie, we can see you are here now, you can retire. And I wish she was in my constituency, I would have retired tomorrow. And Mr. Speaker, yesterday, my own niece, who I am the one who was raised since she was in primary school, she's lived in my house. I was with her. And I tried all the means to try and divert her attention from what was going. How she managed to sneak in, and this morning she's telling me, and Mr. Speaker, before I got to what she was telling me, I told her, can I give you a lift to town? She told me, no, Auntie, I cannot be associated with members of parliament. Your generation, you have messed this country. We have to fix it. Gen Z. If we do not take Tuesday, Super Tuesday, as a wake-up call as a country, I don't know what else will take up as a wake-up call as a country.
Mimi kama ningeambiwa nitakuwa around mpaka 2040, sijui ningekaa namna gani. Unaona vile nahangaika na hii ya kusukuma hii yetu, ukipata 5 years una sweat. Ukiongezewa 5 unasema wacha itoshe, wacha mimi niende nyumbani. Heri hiyo yako unaweza kusukuma popote mpaka 2040. Hii yetu hii ni ngumu. Hata hawa waheshimiwa wanajua. Hii yetu iko tabu. Kasongo Mobali nanga.
Kwanza ikifika 2027 naiba mpaka kura ya madhangu na budangu. Sitaki warudi tu huko tena. Sima youth church anuka. Madha zetu bado Ruto unaenda home na 13 parliament tunaivunja. Wende home wote tuanze fresh.
I'm nervous. I'm terrified more than usual. Well, this thing is going to be televised, so I'd like to say this first. If you ever see me getting beaten up by the police, or if you see me getting beaten up by anybody, put the video camera down and help me.
And we are not alone. There's a new force of nature at hand, stirring all over the world. They are the young people whom, frankly, we have failed, who are angry, who are organized, who are capable of making a difference. They are a moral army. And the most important thing that we can do for them is to get the hell out of their way.
Niko ndani na tunamalizana na nyinyi kama tunamalizana na nyinyi. Mmetutesa sana. Today is today. You must hear our cry. Sisi ni sisi. Utatusikiza. Hii ni bunge yetu. Sisi tumewafanya mko hapa. This is our parliament. You must hear us. Kama hamna masikio tutawafanya msikie.
No one is going to tell me what to do at one time. I'm in charge. So please put that proposal on the table and then let's discuss it. And if they need a right, you can't say because there is a rule here. We work according to the rule.
President, tunataka kuambia uko na miaka 2 katika ofisi. Na wananchi hawa they will punish you, na hata ukiwa na pesa watakutoa nje.
Idiots who don't want to participate in the affairs of their nation, they think things will just work in and of themselves. Then they are tribalists. And these tribalists, they think that they are only safe with people who are from their tribe. And tribe can mean people from the same culture, same language, or same culture. Then they are citizens. These are individuals who are responsible and know that when you want to be served, you must give those who have the desire and the intellectual capacity to serve you. In many societies, it is only a small percentage of people that can be called citizens, not more than 5%. And if a society wants to grow in the right direction, civic education is what will help the idiot and the tribalist to become a citizen.
Wacha tu mimi niseme na mapema. Ndio kama kuna list na andiko mniweke kwa list. I can't wait to reject Finance Bill 2025. I can't wait because I know it will be something absurd. It will be something mental. I can't wait. Mneke kwa list jameni. List ya reject.
Majenzi mko? Kazi mnafanya kwa mtandao ni mzuri sana. Na tunapongeza nyinyi. Na muendelee. Mtaendelea. Lakini mtandao peke yake haitoshi. Tunataka mjiandikishe kama wapiga kura. Wale watu ambaye watakomboa Kenya hii, wenye kuamua Kenya itaongozwa namna gani, ni hao majenzi wetu mwaka wa 2027. Lakini hamwezi amua Kenya itakaa namna gani kwa simu peke yake. Lazima mchukue vitambulisho, lazima mjiandikishe kama wapiga kura. Siku hiyo ikifika muamuke saa 9, muungane na sisi na wengine, tuende pale kwa debe, tutafute uongozi wa maana ambaye utaheshimu wa Kenya, utaheshimu demokrasia na utakubali kufanyia kila mtu maendeleo. Tumekubaliana majenzi?
Now, why do you want Ruto gone?
We want Ruto gone because he is killing innocent people. He's wanting to pass the Finance Bill 2024. He's putting tax on sanitary products that girls can't even buy. He can't go to school. He's corrupt. He's taking the money. He needs to go.
Yes.
Out. If you're going to raise anything, start with your hairline.
Nice.
Control, Alt, Delete, Ruto. The drunk did better than you. Drunkard did better than you.
Nice.
Mungu nguvu yetu, itoe Ruto Kenya, hata kama angalau na jali. Sisi Kenya tumechoka na Ruto, maisha imekiharibikia, analipisha mpaka sodo ya wamama. Pure kabisa Ruto. We don't like you, go home. Sasa tafuta kiongozi ambaye anapenda mwananchi na anapenda kijana kama.
They want to be described as honorable even when they are horrible. They acquire things which they have not worked for. They promise us things that they know they will never deliver. And there is no shortage of such men and women in the African continent.
Now the next election, yes. Unajua hawa ndio watakuwa nasema fagia wote ama mtasema namna gani? This generation, yes, they use their might because they didn't vote. The largest vote in the last election.
You like me, why them a fight me? You like me, chewing a bone, a bite. You like me, chewing a bite. Don't like power energy. We don't trust them, even if we bust them. We don't trust them, stay fine, not touch them. We don't trust them, hope their man not sub them. Informer, me say you must them.